Hey y'all, it's your girl Duchess. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And also, by the end of the video, I want to hear y'all thoughts. And make sure you like this video as well. So I don't make a recipe so I can be married. Oh, yeah, so the actual beef. Hey y'all, it's your girl Duchess. So in this episode, I want to talk about single parents looking for a spouse, and is that single parent looking for companionship, or is it more important to be a good role model for your child? What I mean by that is a lot of single parents, they tend to go out and find someone because they're lonely, they're depressed, they need help with the household, which is understandable. We all need help. So why not find a companionship in that as well? But single parents fail to realize that they also need to be a great role model. And also they need to find someone that would be a role model for their child as well. Not only for themselves, not only the parent need to be a role model for their child themselves, but their significant other need to be a role model as well. That goes for single dads and single mothers. But a lot of times, single parents looking for companionship and not even worried about if that significant other would be a great role model for my child. People nowadays are crazy. Like, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. They they thinking like single parents would think that if they have a significant other, that significant other love their child like it's their own. Yeah, they will do that in your face, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know if you're at work one day and, for instance, your significant other babysitting your kids, and they may be smoking a cigarette in front of your child. Your child sees that, and growing up, and it may see a cigarette on the floor or something and pick it up and act like they smoking a cigarette. Then on another time, they may see the significant other lighting a cigarette. So they will find a lighter and try to light the cigarette, not knowing what they're doing, and may drop the lighter and it may cause a house fire. Just an example. So the significant other is setting a bad example for is not a good role model for your kids. And it's not good that single parents think about their loneliness instead of thinking about um the child, who's around, or who would be a great role model for my child. Don't think about that at the time. We don't think before we do stuff. None of us do. We just do it because we're in our feelings at that moment. But it's best if you try and find someone that's a great role model instead of a companionship. But at the same time, we need a companionship to help out with the household. We all do. So it's best to try and find a role model and a great companionship that have the best interest in you as a single parent, as well as your child or children that you may have in the household that you have to take care of on your own. It's good to have that partner, but make sure that they are a great role model. When watching something serious, you don't just think about fun. Are you looking for someone to that's stable, that's financial stable, and just someone that's there for fun. But what if the child clashes with your significant other in the future? Would you stop talking to that person because your child is not satisfied or your child isn't happy because he's being mistreated, but he's not trying to tell you that he's being mistreated? Would you still be with that person even if your child is giving you hints like I don't like that person at all, like you need to get rid of him? I'm gonna give you the prime example. When I was younger, I was playing outside with my cousins, and my dad pulled me to the side, and he was like, do you like do you like my girlfriend at the time? And I was like, yeah, she's okay, but I wasn't really too fond about her. And my dad was like, um, what do you think about if I marry her? And I was like, no, don't marry her. I don't like her like that. Don't marry her. He was like, why not? I didn't want to tell him the reason why, but y'all know I have physical disability. And I'm not able to raise my hands up to feed myself. I have to actually go down to my food. If you don't know, go back to my videos and you will see it. But it was one time where she took me and my cousin out to eat, and she made me feed myself. And when I was younger, I didn't want to feed myself out in public on my own because I was embarrassed about my disability. So she was trying to make me feed myself, and I was like, no, I don't do this in public. I feed myself at home, but not in public. So my cousins, they was like, I help her eat. And she was like, no, I'm not, no, y'all eat your own food. She can feed herself if she's hungry. I was hungry because I haven't eaten in so long that day. So I was hungry, but I just wasn't going to feed myself out in public like that. But she didn't understand. And so I took my food home, and I was like, when I got home, my dad was like, why you didn't eat? And I was like, because she was making me feed myself out in public on my own. And he looked at her, he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And so my dad went off or whatever on her. But she was a good person. Other than that, like she was a great person actually, because she used to do stuff with us and everything. Like we used to have a good time, but I just didn't like certain things she did. And she should have understood because of my disability and how I do things. But she didn't have that understanding about my disability, about feeding myself. She didn't have that understanding at all. So, like I said, she's a good person and everything. But there's different people out here that don't even understand that, or that would mistreat your child when you not looking, and that's not good. Just be careful on if you're looking for a role model for your child, or if you're just looking for a companionship, or if you're looking for both. If you're looking for both, then take your time with letting that person meet your children. Don't don't let it be just a front of you, acting like they love kids to death, but in reality they really do not care for kids. And make sure that you communicate with your kids as well, and try to have an understanding on how they feel about their parent, about your significant other. Watch out for your kids and just be safe, because you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Um, kids are so precious nowadays, and you don't want to take that for granted. So I hope you enjoyed. It's your girl Duchess. Thank you once again for listening in to this podcast. I hope you all enjoyed. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and hit that bell button to make sure y'all don't miss a video. Until next time, it's your girl Duchess.